stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To those guests who've just joined us, welcome. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. Stay clear of the doors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Main Street, USA.
Welcome aboard the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. This is Justin Monorail, and this is episode number 261 of the Monday Morning Monorail podcast. Today is Monday, July the 21st, 2025. And of course, since we're over halfway through the month of July, you know what that means. We're over halfway to Christmas, and today we're going to celebrate Christmas in July. We've got all kinds of Walt Disney World news related to celebrating the Christmas holiday season in the parks around the resort, and we're going to talk about that today. That's coming up shortly, but first, I've got to bring in my monorail co-pilot, and I'm so happy that I actually get to speak with my friend again today because I feel like it's been too long. We've kind of missed each other over the last several weeks, but we're back together. It is the one and only Stephers from Adventures with Stephers. Stephers, welcome to the podcast. How you doing?
Hello, it's me. I'm here.
You're here. It's so good to see you. I really am excited to record today because I feel like it's really been too long since we've been able to chat. So
it has. Respectfully, the video format will be back just next time because I'm not in a place where the video should be videoed. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
That sounds dirty. I'm like propped up on a headboard, I don't have a desk where I'm at right now. So we're just making it work.
Yeah, we're making it work.
Showing up. But at least in your ears, just
slowly and steadily, we're going to get back to the video. But for now, we've got audio, and I know people
Gimli.
And Gimli.
Gimli.
Yeah, we have audio Gimli. People love to see Gimli, so we'll make sure he gets an appearance on video whenever we're back.
He's a good boy.
I think people sometimes show up for our puppy podcasters more than they do us, but
no, I respect that. I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing, but today we're showing up for the holidays. I know.
Oh,
so I
sure.
said this to Justin before we hit record. He was like, "You ready to talk about Christmas?" And I'm like, "It's Halloween Horror Night season. How are we just gonna skip over that and go to Christmas?" But it's okay. I love Christmas. Is probably my second favorite theme park season. Like HHN season, y'all know, is our favorite, but Christmas is, I think it's HHN, Christmas, Mardi Gras. I don't know, Mardi Gras, it depends on the year. I feel like I switched second and third for that one. But yeah, no, Disney has a lot of things that we already know that are coming back, and then, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready too. And yeah, they've got a full slate of activities going on in the parks. Of course, there's things going on in the resorts as well, some traditional things that people love, and we'll talk about all that as we go. But you're right. I mean, it's kind of like after you get past the 4th of July, the floodgates have really opened on Halloween Horror Nights announcements as well. And I know this isn't across the Universal with Stephers, but, maybe we have to talk about it offline. But we now have 8 official house announcements. There's 2 left. I don't know what the speculation is around those last 2 houses.
It's IPs left because we've done all the original. I don't know. Well, we're going to do an across the Universal, period.
Yeah, we have to. And maybe we just wait until we have the full list, and then we can do it and run through it, because we got to make a hype list and we got to make an attack plan, because I don't know if you all heard, but the rumors are true. Private RIP tour coming back again this year. We're running it back.
See, our toxic trait, y'all, in case you didn't know what our toxic trait is we say like a once in a lifetime thing. It's like me with the cabana at Volcano Bay. I just want to dabble. I just want to see what it's like. And then you do it and you're like, I can't experience this the other way.
Yeah, it's true.
We're experiencing it.
If that's the disclaimer I could give, because I feel like I always speak glowingly about the private RIP tour for Halloween Horror Nights. The only disclaimer is once you do it, you never want to go back. Like, correct. That's just it.
We're so committed to this bit that I already messaged the tour guide we have here, and I was like, "Hey, are you working this season?" So, we're ready.
Yeah, it's definitely 2.0, bringing back the tour guide from last year. He was great. I can't wait to see him again. So he was a little like, now that I've seen Bike Riders, is that the name of the movie with Austin Butler? And do you know what I'm talking about? It was a motorcycle movie. I know who Austin
Butler is, but...
So our tour guide looks a little bit like Austin Butler in the Bike Riders.
Oh.
He has that look going for him.
I mean, he cutie.
He is. He's a cute guy.
He's so knowledgeable and so passionate about the parks. I think that was what made our experience so great. Anyway, we're talking about ATJ.
Yeah, we said we weren't going to do it, but we also said we weren't going to do RIP this year. So we are not people of our words. But one thing that we can stick to is that we're going to talk about Walt Disney World news. And so it's time. Let's do it. Let's dive in to the Walt Disney World headlines. That's right, friends. We're back again with the news from Walt Disney World. And this year it is, or this week, it is very merry news. It's holiday news. It is, covered in snowflakes and wintertime magic.
Oh, it's covered in Snope. If you're going to do the bid, at least commit to it.
Sorry, you're right. Snope. It's covered in Snope. And we all smell the better for it. But Stephers...
You know what? We're going to go to Epcot. I don't know what we're smelling. Well, I guess if you're going on Figment, you're smelling, never mind. But 2025 Epcot International Festival of the Holidays dates and details have been dropped by the Disney Parks blog.
Mm-hmm.
I never understand. I want to say Discover Disney. That's wrong. This year, the festival will kick off from November 28th until December 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are coming back. Candlelight Processional. Have they...
No, we don't have narrators yet.
Oh, no. Previous guests include Josh Gad, Neil Patrick Harris, and Jodie Benson. The lineup isn't out yet, but when they do drop, we will obviously let y'all know. Performances are held nightly at 5 p.m., 6:45 p.m., and 8:15. So plan accordingly if you are going to the parks during that time.
Yeah.
Also, they have always done this. The dining packages come with reserved seating. So if you are one of those people that needs to get a good seat, go grab a dining package.
Yeah. I would say that's critical. If there's definitely a narrator you want to see for sure, like, for example, Josh Gad or Neil Patrick Harris, if you just go as a standby guest and you get in line, you're going to have to line up like more than an hour.
Halfway through the day, sitting in the broiling sun.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So that dining package can come in clutch if you reserve that, and then for sure you at least get in and you will have a seat. So good thing to do.
Holiday storytellers, they are going to be throughout the World Showcase pavilions throughout the day. I don't think I've ever... Have we seen...
You've never stopped and listened to one of the... It's all kind of the different versions of like Santa Claus from the different countries.
I feel like I've always heard about it and then I've never actually seen it.
Like France has Papa Noel, for example. You can go and see him talk about Christmas in France.
I want to go check that out. That seems like a really cool...
Oh, yeah. It's fun. It's really fun.
I didn't know these things. Also, joyful, ! In case you couldn't hear it, by the way I said it. Celebration of the Season is a concert series that celebrates the spirit of Christmas and Kwanzaa. Holiday hits are performed by Central Florida group Divine Voices in an upbeat mix of music styles, including gospel.
They're dropping the T.
Gospel, jazz, and R&B. Those times can be also found in the My Disney Experience app. And it wouldn't be Epcot without food booths and the holiday cookie stroll.
Oh, yeah. I love that one.
I love cookies. It is what it is. Oh, and it looks like they are bringing back Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition Scavenger.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Say that 10 times real fast. Just like, what do they do it for? The flower garden where the bee scavenger hunt?
You got to find Spike.
Olaf?
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of Spike, you're finding Olaf. And you redeem a gift that's worth melting for, which I'm sure we'll have pictures of that once they announce it. Oh, and last, but very not least, y'all already know that we love a good living with the land and I'm going to call it living with the land in every day. Love a little ride through. The holiday overlay will be back, and actually that is one of my favorite ways to experience living with the land.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would say definitely pay attention to the announcements from Disney, because I feel like they do this sort of at the last minute. Like, you would think as soon as we get to the, past the, or well into November, that you'd be able to go ride Living with the Land and they'd have it all lit up. I feel like last year it was a little bit later than I expected it to be. So all I'm saying is just, watch for the announcements. I'm sure that once it's up and running, that it'll be all over social media. But don't go in and get disappointed because you're like, wait, where are all the sparkly lights? But it is cool once it happens. It's nice to ride at night and see it all lit up. It's wonderful. It's very, very nice. It's a great ride. I will say, I told Landon and Stephers, I went to Epcot on the day that I got to do the Test Track preview. Oh, we got to talk about that. Why did I not even think about talking about Test Track? We got to talk about it.
Test Track, that's fine.
But when I showed up for my call time for my virtual queue, Test Track went down like immediately for weather. There was lightning in the area. So I had to fill some time. Went over to the Land Pavilion, and I watched Awesome Planet again, which I love, narrated by Ty Burrell. It's a nice little film if you've never seen it. And then I rode Living with the Land, and I did it trepidatiously because I was like, Stephers, Landon, I'm going to go do this, but I'm a little worried I'm going to experience some PTSD. It was the first time I was riding Living with the Land after the Living with the Land event back on April 1st. So I was a little worried how my body would react to that. And 100%, no kidding, truthfully, as soon as we got loaded in and the boats left the dock and started heading into the thunderstorm scene, I had this feeling of almost dread. It was like, I'm not kidding. Like, it really hit me. And then I laughed about it because I'm like, oh, that is so silly. But I really did have this like, oh, here we go again.
Could you still recite all of the lines in it?
Pretty close. But I will tell you, at the end of it, because we started doing this thing like when we were 10 rides in, when you go close to the last little part and the narration's wrapping up, and it was like, then you will truly be living with the Landon. We said it out loud every time. And I did this time to myself.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You did. You conquered your fear.
I did. So now that I'm back, maybe I can do it more frequently again. But that first, I was worried, and it did.
Wait.
Hit a little different.
Did they not do a Halloween overlay of Living with the Land?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have people like dress up as pineapples and they jump up at you and like, brah! No, I don't remember them doing a Halloween overlay of Living with the Land.
They do like a Halloween, like decorate a gourd kind of.
No, they for Food and Wine, they do.
Yeah.
They set up some scenes in there for Food and Wine, but it's not like, I don't remember it being spooky, but maybe they do like paint some gourds and stuff. I just don't remember that.
Anyway, that was my little tidbit about Halloween because we're talking about Christmas.
We had to get it in there.
We had to.
I have never seen the Candlelight Processional as part of the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays. I always say this is going to be the year that maybe I do it. And I'll say it again. Maybe this is the year that I do it. It depends on the lineup of narrators, but I think last year they added like Pat Sajak, and I was like, oh, that would be cool to go see Pat Sajak. Ralph Macchio was one of the narrators last year. I'd love to see Daniel San. Who knows? Maybe there'll be someone that I have to see, but I always recommend the Holiday Storytellers. They're really good. Stephers, you need to see that. The cookie stroll is my favorite of the, their version of you pick up the holiday passport, you go to the various locations and get the cookies that it indicates on the cookie stroll. And then what's your reward after you buy 5 different cookies at 5 different food? you get another cookie.
You get a cookie.
It's a great reward. But yeah, it's all good stuff. Epcot. So the nice thing about Epcot and the Festival of the Holidays, all that stuff is included with your ticket to Epcot. It's all part of your experience during the day, which is not going to be true about these next couple of things we talk about. So let's head over to Hollywood Studios. And Stephers, I'm going to take this one because I actually got to participate and attend Jollywood Nights last year. This year is the 3rd annual Disney Jollywood Nights. And I got to tell you, I knew it was going to come back, but I'm glad that they confirmed it because it is still new, relatively new in terms of the holiday activities at Walt Disney World. Year one, it had sort of an auspicious start because the first few nights operationally it didn't go very smoothly, and there were people who were upset about long lines and just traffic flow and a lot of different things. I'll tell you, last year I had such a great time at Jollywood Nights, and it exceeded my expectations. I tried to go in lowering my expectations a little bit, just knowing, it's going to be busy. We might have to deal with some congestion, some lines for some different foods and things. It really wasn't that bad. And the shows that they put on for Jollywood Nights are so good. And one of my favorite things about this event is that basically people dress up like it's Dapper Days going to Jollywood Nights. They put on their finest. They're like vintage Hollywood glam looks, and they dress to the nines to go experience Jollywood Nights. And I this year, I'm going to do it up a little more. I dressed in theme last year, but I want to look good. Like, I want to look like I am going to a red carpet event this year.
Might I suggest, like, maybe, just maybe being conscientious of the weather?
Well, sure, of course.
Florida.
Well, now that is a good point because at the time there were some people I knew who went on different nights last year, and the night one of my friends went, it was freezing cold. But the night that I went, it was actually like warm and pleasant. I was in short sleeves and I was comfortable all night. So it can vary. That's true. You got to be conscious. But anyway, let's talk about what goes on at Hollywood Nights and why I'm trying to sell it to you. So this year, the vintage Hollywood holiday vibes are back, and it will occur on select nights from November 8th to December 22nd. So starting earlier than the Epcot Festival of the Holidays, but probably not quite as early as Very Merry. We'll get to that in a minute. November 8th, 15th, 17th, 22nd, 24th, and 29th. December 1st, 6th, 10th, 13th, 17th, 20th, 22nd. So you have 6 and 7, so 13 nights to experience Jollywood Nights. Still pretty limited. These tickets are going to be in high demand, so you need to make sure you're watching for the on-sale dates. July 16th, which is in the past, select resort guests are able to go ahead and buy the tickets to Jollywood Nights. Starting July 22nd, which is Tuesday, general sale is opened up for everybody, so you can buy your Jollywood Nights tickets. Plan in advance because you want to be able to, A, pick the nights that have the price that you like, but also, B, you want your pick of nights, and there will be nights that are going to sell out. I felt like last year that the crowd was actually like very acceptable. In the past, I've said I feel like Disney sort of oversells sometimes their hard ticket events, and it's a lot less crowded than a day pass, but it's still more crowded than you'd like it to be. I felt like Jollywood Nights was minimal crowds. We really didn't have to overly plan for the things that we wanted to see and do. And so, but anyways, just keep in mind that tickets for select nights will sell out. So if you want to go, make sure to snatch up those tickets. New this year for Jollywood Nights, they've added a few things. You can go meet Miguel at the Holiday Fiesta in La Calle in a new location near Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. So that's a new thing. They actually did it was like a special Latin holidays celebration that was in the animation courtyard last year. So it looks like they're moving that over to the courtyard in front of the Rock and Roller Coaster. So just make note of that. You can also enter the park earlier this year with a ticket for Jollywood Nights than you did last year. So this year you can get in at 5:30 p.m. That's very good. The two shows that they've added to Hollywood Studios will be running. So Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure, and the Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. I love that Disney Villains show. You got to check it out. And this year they're adding some new themed snacks to the Backlot Express specialty menu. And there will be new Jollywood Nights merch. So if you haven't seen it yet, Jollywood Nights has sort of its own mascot. It's a gingerbread man named Ollie, and Ollie makes appearances on the Jollywood Nights merch. So you'll see him there as well. They already gave us a preview of what the Spirit jersey is going to look like, and Ollie is definitely all over that. Some of the highlights, one of the things that I really enjoyed last year, the Disney Holidays in Hollywood is so good. It definitely has the feel of a old school holiday variety show, and this one is even better because it's hosted by Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Shocker. I want to say, like, we have show notes, and once he said that, I was like, it's because the Muppets are in it.
Yeah.
Don't like you don't.
Oh no.
Bias.
I'm not trying to like downplay the fact that I love it because of the Muppets. I'm saying that it's good. I think it would be good even without them. It goes into like the stratosphere because it's hosted by Kermit and Piggy. It is so good. It's so fun. You get some live musical performances, and I definitely would prioritize seeing this show. They do it at 4 times each night, so 8:15, 9:15, 11, and midnight. I was a little worried that you would have to get lined up very early for this show, but I think I walked in like 20 minutes before showtime. I went and grabbed like a special holiday drink and walked into this show, and I got good seats and I really enjoyed it. They do the show in the Beauty and the Beast theater. So I'm just telling you, mark that on your calendar, like circle it when you're making your plan for Jollywood Nights, because it's really good. Even if you're not a fan of the Muppets, you get to see the Disney characters. Mickey and Minnie are there, and then Belle and Tiana are there as well. So it's really good. The other thing that they do for Jollywood Nights is a show called What's This?, which is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Sing-Along. This takes place in the Hyperion Theater where the Frozen Forever After sing-along show goes on. This one goes on 5 times at each night, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 11:30, and 12:30. And you get to see the really cool, larger-than-life Jack Skellington puppet comes out on stage and moves around. Now, I just want to say, I thought that this show was good. I personally don't know that for me that I'm going to prioritize seeing it again if I go back, and I do plan to go back this year. And I'm sure that it won't be exactly the same. I'm sure they'll change it up a little bit. But last year I just felt I was like, oh, it was fine. I wasn't as excited about it as I thought I would be. But I think it's worth seeing if you've got some time, if you can fit it in the schedule, get in there and check it out. One of the things that I do recommend, make some time to check out the Pixar Disco that's going on in Pixar Place. So essentially they've got a DJ spinning some tracks, and I'm talking about like modern dance tracks, like not Disney songs. This is the chance for you to go see Mike Wazowski dance to Hot to Go. That's all I'm going to say, because I saw that happen last year. It was a life-changing moment. If you ever wanted to see.
Hold on, wait. I think this year it's going to be, hold on, let me think. Who is it going to be? Honestly, it very well could still be Mike Wazowski, but like, hear me out. Maybe it'll be like Sully or Stitch to Man-Child. Yeah. Because let's be real, that's the new anthem of the season is Man-Child. So.
I'd love to see it. Well, you know who you're going to see out there is Elastigirl. Will be out there shaking it to Man-Child.
I mean, pop off, Queen. Pop off.
But you they're out on the dance floor just interacting with the guests. You get to go out and dance with them while the lights are going crazy. The DJ is keeping the vibes up, and it's really fun. So definitely at least make some time to pop in and check that out, because that was really something to see. The least I can say. They do have an ice skating show that they put on in front of the Chinese theater in front of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I will tell you, this for me is a skip. Unless you really want to go see, I mean, it's interesting, it's unique, but, and maybe they're going to update it this year, but it's called Glisten. You can find it at 8:10, 9:10, 10:30, 11:10, and midnight. One nice thing about it is they do let you sit down on the ground to watch the show. So it's not like when you're gathering up, they kind of want everybody to like move as far forward as you can. They've got like a taped off area, and then they want you to sit down for the show, which is great. So you don't have to just stand and watch it. That's nice. It's not actual ice. It's a synthetic rink of some kind. And they do some pretty cool stuff. I mean, if you like figure skating and you like seeing people do, triple axles and all that sort of thing, you can see that. But last year it was not great to me. Yeah, that for me is something you can save time and go check out something else. So, I will let you make the choice and experience that on your own. But for me, I don't think that I would see it again. One thing I do want to do that I didn't get to do last year is the Jazzy Holidays at the Hollywood Brown Derby. So Jazzy Holidays is a refined, adult-oriented retreat within the Christmas atmosphere of Jollywood Nights. It's an ideal choice for guests seeking a blend of culinary delights, live music, and a touch of holiday elegance. There's limited space, so if soft jazz notes harken the holidays for you, then mark your calendars for September to make reservations. You do need to make reservations to experience that inside of the Hollywood Brown Derby. I mentioned earlier there'll be the holiday fiesta in La Calia. That is going to be over in front of the Rock and Roller Coaster, and you'll get to meet Jose Carioca and Panchito from the Three Caballeros. And new this year, Miguel will be there as well. And there's special Latin-inspired food and drink that you can get. At the end of the night, you're definitely going to want to make time to see Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. It's a high-energy nighttime spectacular that lights up the Chinese theater at 10 p.m. with fireworks, lasers, projections, and holiday music. Jingle Bam! Starring Wayne and Lanny from Prep and Landing. The show follows their mission to rescue Santa with scenes from classics like Beauty and the Beast, Mickey's Christmas Carol, and The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Snowfall on Hollywood Boulevard.
Again of the yearly controversy of if Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas or Halloween movie.
I say both. I think it's both.
That's cheating. You can't say both, sir.
Well, but I think
it kind of is though. It really kind of is both.
It bridges the gap. It hits both notes, but I would say if you have to pick one, it's more of a Christmas movie. I'll just say it. I think I've come down the other way before, but I think it's a Christmas movie.
You heard it here first, friends.
So right now it says the showtime's 10 p.m. I said end of the night. That's not the end of the night because the party goes on to midnight. But go check that out. It's very good. I made time for it last year. There's great viewing spots. I would say it's actually better to sort of be more on Hollywood Boulevard, back away from the theater, so you can really take it all in. But last year it was really, really cool, and I enjoyed it. So check that out. Special characters will be available for meet and greets all over the park, like Phineas and Ferb, Max Goof as Powerline, the Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Stitch as Santa, Baloo and King Louie. You're going to get to meet so many fun characters that just aren't frequently out. And Duffy will be out dressed as Santa to say hello. And so many other characters to meet and greet as well. And then there's going to be rides open. Not all of them, but Rise of the Resistance, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Runaway Railway, and Slinky will all be open with lower wait times. So Jollywood Nights gets my stamp of approval. I really loved it last year, and my plan is to go back this year. So looking forward to that.
Love a good plan.
Stephers, I mean, yeah. I think you would love it too. If that's something you can work out, we might need to.
Yeah. So when we're recording this, my birthday's in a couple weeks, and I think we decided we're gonna do Epcot. We're gonna do Epic in the fall winter
okay.
time. So maybe I can fit it in when I'm down there for some epicness.
You could. You might be able to.
We'll see though. We'll see if it's in the cards.
And Stephers, you love a good fit, so I could see you dressing up and being on point.
Well, not to transition to the next one, but I will tell you, I went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party 2 years ago, and I dressed up as a full penguin. Garrick nerds. Garrick. But yeah, no, moving to Magic Kingdom, something that I've attended that I really love is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I will say I haven't been to the Halloween party, so I cannot compare and contrast, but I'm more of a Christmas girly than a Halloween girly, except for Halloween Horror Nights, that doesn't really count. But Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is back on select nights from November 7th to Sunday, December 21st. So for this event, you can arrive at the park and enter as early as 4 p.m., even though the party doesn't officially start until 7 p.m., which made it worth it for me to do this event. I didn't get a ticket to Magic Kingdom. I got like a 3-day base ticket, and then I just did Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party instead as my Magic Kingdom day, and I got everything I wanted to done, so I highly recommend that. So tickets are on sale already for guests staying at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels, and then starting tomorrow, tickets will be available for other guests. Let's see. Okay. So Princess Fairy Tale Hall, Anna and Elsa will be in their Christmas attire. Sally and Santa Jack, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse in their finest holiday looks. I know when I went, I met Captain Jack Sparrow. That was a really good interaction. He swallowed a fly. It was really funny.
He swallowed a fly?
It was really funny. The Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Parade. If you're into parades, it was cute. I'm not a huge parade person, but it's one of those things that as I walk through the park, I can enjoy it as I'm trying to get to where I'm going. And then they have Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. Did I watch this? I don't. No, you know what I did? I was doing the Jack Sparrow meet and greet.
Oh, during the fireworks.
So I watched it from a distance, but I didn't actually watch it.
Okay.
But we love fireworks, so I highly recommend. You can also enjoy the fireworks from the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant with the return of Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks dessert party. I will let you know that is a separate ticketed event, and I'm not sure, it really wasn't that serious. I think y'all can just not spend extra money on a dessert party, but you do you. I'm not gonna yuck your yum.
Right. We don't do that here.
Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. This is a performance at Cinderella Castle, on the stage. There are performers like Clarabelle Cow, Daisy Duck, and Woody. I don't partake in any of these things. I don't do it for the shows. I do it for the characters you don't get to meet usually. I do it for the short lines. I do it for the food.
I'm not judging you, Stephers. I just think it's so funny, listing all these things you could do, but you're I don't do that.
Listen, I don't do them. There's a Frozen holiday surprise and dance party in the park. You can shake your tail feather. That's the wrong movie. With Olaf and Kristoff and Snowgies. I love
the Snowgies.
I love a little Snowgie moment. Yeah, there's a lot of dance parties, at Club Tinsel at Rocket Tower Plaza and the Disney Junior Jingle Jam at Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe.
Let me tell you, it gets lit in Cosmic Rays.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, just because I don't partake doesn't mean I don't walk by and see it. These things are bumping, but I just don't. They're not priorities for me. So, if you have kids, if you're bringing your family, if you have whatever, these things are great for you. Just for Stephers. She just likes to ride rides and vibe.
That's fair.
Meet Santa. You can meet Santa because it is Christmas time. At Santa's Christmas Carnival, head to Storybook Circus to meet Santa Claus. It's located near Dumbo the Flying Elephant and the Barnstormer, in case you didn't know. And there are a variety of cookies, hot cocoa, and more that are handed out to guests for well, let me not say for free, included
Included with your there you go. Yeah.
at select locations throughout Magic Kingdom. I do love me some hot cocoa. Let me tell you, some locations water it down a little bit too much, but overall, it's a great little. Let me stop and grab a little. It's like when you're running a marathon and you have the little
Oh
water.
yeah.
It's like that. I mean, that's you got to go into a restaurant, but like it's the same concept. It's
Yeah.
great. And the cookies are good. You could stock up on them and then save them for your trip home, or
Yes, because they are individually wrapped.
they are indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's not forget there is Snope.
Snope for sure.
And you can twirl to classic holiday tunes under said Snope on Main Street, USA. And then there will be a foodie guide for special treats that you can get only at the party, but also last year, I remember when we discussed it, there were things that were available during the day
Correct.
and during the party.
Yeah, that's right.
So keep that in mind. And then there will be exclusive party merch because we love a spirit jersey that's holiday themed. So.
You know, it's funny, Stephers. I feel like we approach the Very Merry Party very differently, because maybe it's coming from a local perspective. I'm thinking like, well, I don't need to worry about the rides at all. I buy the ticket so I can go do the other stuff that's not normal during the party. But if you are, I think your approach is totally valid because, like you said, you used it as your Magic Kingdom day. And you had the low wait times for the ride. So it can go both ways and you're still getting the Christmas vibes. I will say, I feel like Magic Kingdom during the day outside of the Very Merry Party, yeah, you can see the decorations up, but it doesn't feel nearly as Christmassy as like Hollywood Studios or Epcot during the winter time. Until you go to the Very Merry Party and then it's like Christmas bursting at the seams. But from my perspective, I think that the Once Upon a Christmas Time parade is fantastic, and I do make a point to go see that parade.
Listen here. I enjoy it as I walk. I just don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop.
And you don't have to, because you know
But
what?
I will say, controversial Stuffer's opinion is I don't care. Like, I don't think about what I was gonna say. I don't care about Jungle Cruise, but every holiday season I will do Jingle Cruise at least once.
Yeah.
So I do the Jingle Cruise. I'll do rides that I don't normally do also during the holiday, like during
That
the
makes
party.
sense. Yeah.
And then I make time for like the meet and greets and stuff like that. So like the things that I can appreciate from a distance, I'm not gonna stop my time. Like
Sure.
I'm a go.
You're a go girl. I get it.
You go, girl.
You
Dun,
go, girl.
na, 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 na.
Also, the Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks are truly wonderful. They're very, very nice. And I recommend making time for personally, I recommend making time for the parade and the fireworks. Now, in this case, I do think Very Merry can be pretty crowded compared to, what you might expect for a after hours event with a lower crowd. But the main reason for that, I think, is that people go out of their way to like stake out their spots for the parade and for the fireworks pretty early. So just make sure that you're planning ahead for that and that you get you a good viewing spot if those are priorities for you. The other thing I would say is some of the meet and greets, like meeting Jack and Sally, those lines can get long. So if you want to prioritize that, you can take advantage of the fact that people are going to line up for the parade and the fireworks or whatever, and you can go meet Sally and Santa Jack with lower lines.
Oh, I also met Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and I had a really fun character interaction with them. So,
Oh, cool. That's nice.
cute little characters. Also, the maps will tell you where each character is. So, and that was really helpful for me. Who else did I meet? Yeah, so, and there's PhotoPass photographers, and then you have cool little interactions, and it's pretty great, so can't complain.
Sorry, somebody rang my doorbell. Why are people ringing my doorbell on Sunday?
I don't know.
Get out of here. You weren't welcome. You weren't invited.
You weren't invited to this not so very merry Halloween party.
I was like, wait a minute. Did I order Uber Eats and not realize it? No, not this case. I think we're good. But yeah, I don't know. It's an expensive thing to do. So, it's one of those things where it is definitely a splurge, but I think the Very Merry Party is very fun. And, people get dressed up for that event as well. Not like in costumes per se, but in their Christmas
I was
best.
a penguin.
Well, you were a penguin, Stephers, but this isn't like when they go to the Not So Scary Party, they wear costumes. In this case, people like to wear their holiday bests. But it's more like, I would consider it more Christmas cozy, as opposed to the Jollywood Nights attire, which is more, upscale. You're looking like you're going to a...
Heard it here first. Justin Monorail saying anyone that goes to Very Merry is not upscale.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So it's all right.
Well, I will say people... I'm trying to think of what I saw people wear. But I feel like you could live your best, like, Anna Elsa vibe.
Sure.
At Very Merry.
Yeah, you can. But also keep in mind, sweaters, especially early November, it's still gonna be pretty hot in Central Florida. So like November 7th, if you go on opening night, I don't know that I'd recommend a Christmas sweater, but you do you. Just make sure you don't forget the deodorant on that day. That'll be pretty key. But Christmas, it's good stuff. We love Christmas here almost as much as Halloween, and it's a really good time to visit the parks. Now, the other thing I did want to mention, of course, they always have a gingerbread displays at the various resorts, and you can go check them out. I think maybe it's even been mentioned, and I just can't remember what they said about it. At the Grand Floridian, they're doing construction in the main lobby because they're putting in the bar, the bird cage bar. And I wonder if that's going to impact, the placement of their Christmas tree, and they always do the big gingerbread house there at the Grand Floridian. So, that's something to stay tuned and see how that plays out. But they always have, last year they did a Cinderella Castle gingerbread at the Contemporary, which was really cool. And, you go over to like the Yacht and Beach Club, and they had a gingerbread carousel that actually moves. And they always have like a train set up.
Yeah, they're doing we just talked about it the other week. The new things they're doing at the Floridian, Grand Floridian.
For Christmas? I don't remember. I've slept since then. Was I on that podcast?
They're doing something, and I was like, oh, I wonder how they're going to fit everything with everything that they're trying to do. But yeah. I don't know. The resorts are always a fun time. That's something I always like to dabble in. And then with the holiday stuff, you could do a bar crawl.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can also go to Disney Springs because they do a Christmas tree walk over there, and they like to theme all the trees after, there'll be like a Haunted Mansion tree, there'll be a Star Wars tree, there'll be like a Queen of Hearts tree. Like, it's really cool, and that's free, quote unquote. I mean, you don't have to pay a ticket. Pay for a ticket to get into Disney Springs, and you can walk around and check out the trees and stuff like that. So that's a good time. That's fun. All right, so Stephers, before we wrap up today, I feel like I can't go another week without talking about my experience on Test Track. We got to talk about it. And I know that you're a big Test Track fan.
Literally my favorite.
Yeah. And so I wanted to report to you that I did get to do the Test Track AP preview. And yes, it's true. There was a lightning delay that caused me to have to sort of figure out how to fill some time before Test Track came back up. Once it did, I got in line and I was able to tap in and walk through the new queue, the updated queue. And I mean, this is the third time I'm saying this, but yes, there is no car customization in the queue anymore. It was removed. I was right about that. I will say the queue is a little bit underwhelming. They still have like car concepts that you get to walk by and look at, and it sort of discusses like the evolution of automobiles and things like that. But to me, I'll be honest, it felt like a little bare in the queue as you're walking through. But I didn't really get to spend a lot of time there because the way that they're filtering people through for the Test Track previews, the lines really weren't long. Like once you tap in for your reservation time, I didn't wait more than like 15 minutes to get on the ride. I just sort of walked through the queue, but still, I think it's a little bare. It's not like, I wouldn't compare it at all to like Test Track 1.0, which I feel like that original version of the queue was really fun, and you felt like you were in like a factory, and they were testing out, you know, different aspects of the parts and pieces that go into a vehicle. This feels a little more like a showroom, but like an empty kind of a showroom. I don't know. So anyway, we'll see. But I am happy to report that I think that the updates to the ride are really good. You're not losing any of the feel of Test Track. You still get the exciting moment where you're racing outside around the track. Yeah, and that's really great. And they've done a lot to make the inside feel modern in a way that I don't think will be dated very soon. In fact, I would almost compare it to, they approached it almost like a Spaceship Earth kind of a thing, where it's sort of telling you about the way modern cars work, but it just to me felt like they went for a little more storytelling about here's where cars are now, here's where they might go in the future, and now let's go race around the track. There's some pretty cool effects that I won't spoil. But one thing that I do have to share, it's like the thing that all of us Disney nerds always want and dream about. I actually got stuck on Test Track, and it was like 2/3 of the way through. We had been winding through the forest. We were about to kind of turn the corner and go down to the area just before you launch outside. The ride stopped, and we knew there was still weather in the area, but apparently the weather moved back in, and then the ride like actually lost power. So not only did we stop, we got evac'd. I got walked off of Test Track far enough in that it was a decent walk back to get to like an exit door that I was walking like through the Test Track actual set. So yes, did I take video? I did. Is it on the Justin Monorail TikTok? It is. Did I get yelled at for having my phone out? I did. So go make it worth it that I got in trouble with a cast member, and go look at the Test Track behind the scenes. Even better, they gave us all a lightning lane to return back and re-ride once Test Track was back up and running. So I was really only there that day to ride Test Track. So I just immediately like turned around, got back in line, and waited for the ride to come back up. And when I rode the second time, it hummed through with no problems. And so basically I got to kind of go through it twice, which is really, I was very lucky for that. Very cool. And I gotta say, like, it's not like it's an overwhelming change. I think they just gave it more.
It was a little cleanup.
Yeah, it's a cleanup. Yeah, the cars look, the cars are now, they got a new coat of paint. They're like black cars, and it feels more like modern and appropriate as opposed to what we called Test Track 2.0. I always like to call it Tron Track because it felt like you were just like, it was just neon colors and darkness.
Yeah. I have a new idea.
Yep.
Take these new, quote unquote, Test Track cars and you replace the ride vehicles in Spaceship Earth. Then that is the segue to discuss new and emerging technology. I'm done.
Wait, you want the Test Track cars to be the Spaceship Earth ride vehicles? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Why? Hold on. Why not? Number one, why not? Number one, why not? Why are you that's where you got hung up? Is that?
Because I can't make that work in my mind. They're too wide and too long.
Okay, you're thinking too much logistically.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the concept of a modern vehicle.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't work because of the compact space of Spaceship. But I'm just saying, like, if you made the vehicle like some sort of futuristic technology,
yeah,
it would just be a great segue. Whatever.
We should be riding on ones and zeros in Spaceship Earth, because
we should be riding an updated version of Spaceship Earth. But that's besides the point.
This is really what you wanted to share, Stephers. Is you want to air some grievances about the Spaceship Earth.
Grievances.
Well, there's a lot of people who don't want it to change. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying remove the iconic thing. I'm saying update it so that we're in 2025 into the future, not 2000 where we still think the Jetsons are going to become reality.
Oh, that would be cool, though.
I understand, but realistically...
Yeah, well,
It's fine. I'm fine.
they're going to do something at some point, but that's probably a year or more down the line once they got a little more money in the budget. Because right now, hopefully, they're dumping all of their money into Villain's Land and Piston Peak over at Magic Kingdom.
I refrained. I hope you know I refrained so deep into my core from saying what I wanted to say.
I appreciate the restraint, Steffers.
You know, I try. I really
Kudos. Hey, well, that's about all that we had planned for the show today, but I do want to share, very exciting, I will be heading over to Magic Kingdom today because as of today, July the 20th, when we're recording, Disney Starlight is premiering in the Magic Kingdom. Now, I guess they did like a soft opening. I don't know if it ran last night on Saturday, but they did run it on Friday night. So I'm hoping that maybe that means some people have seen it and it won't be quite as crazy. But I know that the park passes for Magic Kingdom and probably the other parks, because people are going to hop, are sold out. So I'm going to do my best to get over there and check it out. I'm meeting up with our friend Nate, who is our partner in this whole Diz Mornings adventure.
Aww.
And I think Bob might be going over there too. Cocktail Bob might be joining us. So we're going to have a little fun, watch the parade. So I'll have more to talk about that next week. But for now, I need to go get myself ready and head over to the most magical place on earth. So, Steffers.
That's me.
Tell us a little bit about do you have anything planned in the Twitch world, or is that still on pause for now?
Ideally, I'll be back Wednesday. Oh, you're hearing it here first. Ideally, I'm back Wednesday. And we'll see. I need money for bills, so ideally, I get back on the streamer grind and see if I can make ends meet.
Okay.
So Adventures with Steffers on Twitch.
Go check it out. Make sure you're there. Subscribe. Tell people all about Adventures with Steffers. Do you know what you're going to do? Are you playing a game?
Typically I join a lobby where we play, it's like Lethal Company where you kind of just collect stuff and there's monsters and they try to chase you and break your items and stuff.
Oh.
It's really funny.
Those monsters are rude.
I mean, one is like just a floating skeleton head. And then there's like a scissor lady. It's like a whole thing, but it's really fun.
Okay. Everybody go check it out. It sounds like a good time. I've been posting some stuff on my TikTok, so check it out. Justin_Monorail on TikTok. Check me out. Follow me.
Check it out. Check it out.
Not only can you see my test track behind the scenes, but there's other stuff that you can check out that's fun and good. And I'm trying to be an influencer. It's never going to happen, but one can hope. But Landon, he's on the radio, and he's this week, we didn't mention, but I don't know if you noticed, Landon's not here with us this week. He's taking the week off. He's recovering. He's feeling a little under the weather, so wishing him the best of health, but he will be on the radio. You can check him out at News Talk 987. That's a radio station in Knoxville, Tennessee, and he's on 6 to 10 a.m. Monday to Friday with Phil on the Phil Show. newstalk987.com, so you can check out Landon there, and he's on THEDOZ on Blue Sky, so check him out. But you can check us out at DizMornings.com. We're the Morning Monorail on a lot of other social media, just Morning Monorail. And we have Monday Morning Monorail Fam on Facebook that you can join and chat with us throughout the week and follow all of our adventures. And we have a Discord as well. So join in on all the fun, but just make sure that you are subscribed right here to this podcast so that you can be here with us every Monday morning and come back next week. And we can't wait to see you. Thanks for listening today. Next week, we'll be fully focused on Halloween because now we've gotten the Christmas in July out of the way. It's time to full speed ahead for Halloween. We'll talk about other stuff, I'm sure, but Halloween's going to be on our minds.
Correct. Stay tuned for an Across the Universal with Steffers.
Oh, yeah. Coming very soon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We love you all so much. Have a great week. And until we talk next time, thank a team member. Thank a cast member. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. We'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye. The Monday Morning Monorail podcast is part of the Diz Mornings Network. Visit DizMornings.com for Walt Disney World news, rumors, trip planning advice, and our blog. You can also visit our merch shop and look good when you're traveling to the parks. Don't forget, if you're looking to book a vacation, you can fill out a form on the DizMornings.com website, and Nate or Stephers will reach out and help you get a great deal and take the stress away from booking your next trip to Walt Disney World, Universal, or beyond. Again, visit DizMornings.com for all your Monday Morning Monorail and Diz Mornings needs.